Now, today, let me talk about why prophecy fails. Why a prophet will prophesy about something and it will fail. Now, because a prophecy failed doesn't mean the prophet is fake or is a false prophet. So many things can cause the failure of prophecy. So many things can be responsible for the reason why prophecy did not come to pass. Now, I'm going to list 5 reasons why prophecy failed. And let me start with the first one. The first reason why prophecy fails is because of human error. Yeah, human. If no matter the anointing of God upon a prophet or upon a man of God, he can make mistake. Something can make him fail prophecy. Something like errors, misinterpretation. A prophet can misinterpret prophecy. A prophet can see a vision and give a wrong interpretation to it. Are you hearing me? They did not settle down to ask God clearly on what they had or what they saw. So as they had, they spoke. And it is dangerous. It can make prophecy to fail. Another thing that can cause it is overexcitement. Sometimes God can speak some things to us and we will not ask the question into details. We'll just pick them out. These are human errors that can make prophecy to fail. So many errors, wrong delivery. What you heard is not really what the Lord said. You can hear something, but that may not be the real thing that God spoke about. And you say it. In Jeremiah chapter 23, from verse 16, thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. Yeah, this is what the Bible just said. Some prophets they speak out of their own mind, not what the Lord said. They can speak out of emotion, they can guess. And not that they are not. I've seen real prophets in my life whom God have used, who gives accurate prophecy, but sometimes they make mistakes. I've seen many of them. A prophetess who I know very well called me one time and told me the Lord told her. That time I was 22 years old. I was 22 years that time. And she came to me and told me that the Lord told she had a dream. She saw in her dream that a 22-year young man of God in this town died. And the heavens were open in the dream and they received him. So in her mind, I was the person. She didn't tell me directly that prepare to die, but she said she just wanted to let me know that I should pray about it. That's what she told me. Now, I didn't even care about it because God didn't tell me I was going to die, and I knew I was not going to die. But that doesn't make her fake, because what happened later was that the next month, her 22 years old son, who was also a man of God, died. She was not wrong. She only misinterpreted it to be me. You understand? The prophecy happened. Her dream came to pass, but not to the person she thought. Are you hearing me? I have seen people, mighty prophets, prophesy out of their own mind. Accurate. In the church I used to attend, we had so many women who praise very well in that church, and they have the gift of prophecy at that time. And one of these women was so powerful. She gives prophecy. There were two of them. When they give prophecy to anything in the church, it comes to pass. They give the accuracy correctly. But two of them had misunderstanding and they began to hate each other. In the church, they were quarreling openly. And one time we're in the church for night vigil, and during the prayer, one of the women, one of those prophetess, fell under the power of God. That was not the power of God. She fell, and she began to prophesy, God, as if God was speaking through her mouth. And she was calling the other woman, who was a prophetess like her, a witch. That one is a witch, that she's a demon, that even right now, all these things she sees is not from God. Do you know why she was giving all those prophecy? Grief, hatred. She was angry at that woman. Do you know that if as a prophet, I see a lot of prophets come on social media to speak against men of God. They say God showed them that this will happen to this kind of man of God. This man of God is fake. If you check it vividly, those prophecies does not come really from God. They are coming out of the natural hatred they have for those men. God will never show you good thing about somebody you don't like. That is the fact. When you hate somebody, And anytime you want to see a vision as a prophet for that person, as from experience, I'm saying this from experience, people who doesn't like me, anytime they are giving prophecy to anybody about me, they never say good things about me. They will always see bad things trying to happen to me, and even me too, as a man of God, as a prophet. Anytime I pray about someone that I am having issues with, it took time for me to grow to a point where, even though I don't like a person, my prophetic grace has reached a point that it does not manifest because of how I feel about a person. God can, even somebody I don't like, God can send me to the person and tell the person of good things that will happen in the person's life. I've grown to that point. So human error could be the cause of fake prophecy. Sometimes another thing that can be a factor in human error again, as a prophet, do you know somebody can put you under pressure to prophesy when you are not even in the mood, when you are not under the anointing? People can put pressure on you to see something, or they can just ask you, what is the Lord saying? And because you have not grown to the point to know that you don't force God to speak and you must be quiet, just because maybe this person gives you money and you want to excite the person, you will now give prophecy. Even what God didn't tell you, you just say it because this person is like a client to you. You understand? So there are so many things that can affect the prophetic. So this is one of them, human factor.